today I'm going to be covering how to create one command creations. Now I should mention first off before we start this video that I'm going to be covering one method of creating a one command block creation. Now there are probably two main other methods to doing this, so if you'd like to see me cover those, let me know by hitting that like button down below, and of course please leave a comment letting me know, because you know people may just like the video because, well, I make sometimes good videos, sometimes I don't. Anyways, so yeah, again, today we're going to be covering how to create one command block creations. This is not the manual way where we're going to be typing it all into command blocks, because that in my opinion is really boring and just monotonous. So here really quick is the command block creation that I'm going to be go ahead and kind of showing you how to this is the command block creation that we're going to be converting. So basically what this does is, if I open this first command block here, it says command 1 successfully executed, tell rows command 2 successfully executed, and then does a title command 3 successfully executed. Then it sets that block right there to glass. Then the next one right there, you'll notice, creates some stone up in the air, just like that. After you've created the stone, you go ahead and create an objective called one command. Then using that scoreboard objective, we set it to the sidebar. Then we'll go ahead and set our score to 1. And then teleport everybody 2 blocks up and say finished. So it's a fairly basic thing, and just kind of showing off a bunch of different commands and seeing how they all get affected by this kind of generator. So I'm gonna go ahead and here and switch on over to the command combiner by Mr. Goretto. But before we go ahead and move on here, I wanted to say a huge thank you to Shatter on Patreon, because Shatter is so awesome. He just upped his monthly donation to $25 a month, which is just amazing to me, and of course helping to support my server and myself a little bit. So thank you so much, Shatter, for that. And back to how to create a one command block contraption. Okay, so we're going to be using here a tool called the Mr. Goretto Command Combiner 1.11. And Mr. Goretto, you may know, is a very well-known command block, one command contraption creator. You know, so he's done all sorts of stuff. He's made Minecraft maps. He's done a bunch of one commands. You know, he's done different little programming experiments. He's done generators. For example, converting old commands to 1.11. Actually, this one I believe is MCEdit. I should also mention the 3 main ways to create command block contraption or one command creations. 1, to use a website like this. 2, to do it manually, and 3, to use MCEdit. MCEdit is probably the second easiest way to do this, and it lets you get fairly custom oftentimes. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, first off, you'll notice we have a bunch of different options here. So first off, casing. So and actually I just realized, let me head over back to the game here, because I need to go ahead and get rid of that one command. Scoreboard objectives, remove one command. There we go. Okay, now I can head back over to this. Okay, first off, case main block. Now this currently is set to stained glass 10, and right now I'm looking at my game, and stained glass 10 is actually purple. Now let's go ahead and choose a different color. I really do like the color purple, but you know, just for the sake of, you know, showing that we could change it to something else, we're going to change it to 5, which is lime. Alright, and then the top and bottom blocks, which will be stained hardened clay, really just a stained clay, currently would be set to magenta. Let's actually set it over to purple, which is 10. Okay, so next is orientation. This is essentially if you want to rotate the structure, so basically in what direction you have it generating in. We're just going to leave it as is, and structure offset is how far away from the command block it generates, basically. You can enable a hopper clock if you want everything to be running on hopper clock. I'm not going to deal with that. Block data is just a way that it generates it, I believe. Box length and box width, depending on, you know, how big you need your contraption to be. Now, I'm going to actually do, just for the fun of it, I'm going to count really quick how many commands we have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So looks to be about 10. So let's actually do, yeah, 5, or let's do like a 4 by 3, I think should be a decent size. Um, unique scoreboard objective. This is actually really cool. So the way this part works here is if you want to go ahead and create a one command block contraption and you're installing multiple in the world, you may be worried about, for example, other command block contraptions using the same scoreboard objective name. So, for example, I believe game mode 4 uses gm4 underscore, and then the scoreboard objective. So here lets you add like a little thing to change it. We're going to actually have it be wave as our unique scoreboard objective, just because it fits the channel. Then you can go ahead and add a sign. So we're going to want to add 2 signs here. We're going to add a sign here to destroy the machine. Destroy machine. And then we'll have this be in red, just like so. And then I'll go ahead here and add another sign here. And this next sign here will be to, oops, sorry, I selected the wrong one here. I meant to say destroy machine, not activate deactivate machine. The next one will be to activate the machine, or deactivate the machine. Turn on, or toggle active, or toggle status. Okay, we're gonna set these green because it's a bit more fitting. Although, no, we'll do gold because it's against a green background probably. Okay, so I have 2 signs as well. This next part here is, I think, really, really cool. It lets you go ahead and save the project to either your Google account or your computer. So what does this mean? Well, this means, for example, say you're working on your one command block creation, you need to shut down your computer for the day. But of course, since you're putting it into here, you need to go ahead and save it because, well, you can't just, lose all your progress. So you'd click export to computer or sign in and basically just save it. And then you click import or, use your Google account to load up a new file. All right. And then we're just going to click generate. And, oh wait, actually, no, we forgot something. We forgot to turn the commands. So sorry about that. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to copy all of these commands, each on their own line here, just like so. Oops. Because each one of these will be put into its own individual command block, I believe. Once, of course, the structure generates. By the way, I think it's amazing that Mr. Greta was able to create this because it's like a lot of work to do this, I could imagine. Okay, and I'm just going to remove the slashes just for consistency's sake. Because in a command block, of course, you don't need a slash. You could go without it. By the way, if you're curious about the server I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I do run a Minecraft survival server. And of course, if you'd like to join that, go ahead and just leave a comment down below with your username, and I will go ahead and add you to the whitelist as soon as I see that, which will probably be very shortly after you comment. Okay, so here's our contraption. That should be everything. And we're going to click generate now. And you'll notice it gives me a 3,657 character long command block contraption output. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy all of this, and we're going to go into our game here. Just give me a second here. Okay, here's our game. And again, I'm not recording with my normal recording software just because I'm recording as well the browser. So we're going to go ahead and place this down. Actually, let's go back over to our kind of other area here. Past the tunnel. And all right, I think we'll just place it down right here because we don't really care where it goes right now. Okay, and we'll go ahead and activate that. And we have a problem right now. So what is that problem? Well, the command's kind of on a loop. So we need to go ahead and figure out how to fix that, because what we didn't anticipate is that the way this is supposed to work is that you're supposed to be able to essentially just have this go ahead and run once, but obviously that didn't work at all. So let me, as to why I'm falling down, by the way, I don't know. Let me go ahead here and fill, let's see, -20, let's see, we'll do from 0, -20, 20, let's see, about like 80, 20 air. Okay, let's, why is this bringing me up and down? It's really weird, but anyways, let's go ahead here and see if we could somehow make our way down to the contraption. Alright, I broke one of them. There we go, we broke out of the loop. So, this command contraption basically did work, except for the fact that I forgot command line contraptions are always on a loop. So, just keep that in mind. Don't put anything that's supposed to be a single run command on there. But you'll notice it did go ahead and correctly create the objective that we wanted and set it to the sidebar. And it even has the activate or toggle status and destroy machine buttons. So I'm gonna say that that's a pretty well working generator. Other than the fact that I failed at life, but you know. Anyways, you'll notice as well it did not use the wave prefix for any of the score. Or actually, no, it did. It created a score objective called wave A. I'm not sure exactly what it was used for, but I'm assuming there's a way to specially integrate it. There is some documentation on the site there if you want to look further into it. And if you have any questions about it, you could probably go ahead and comment down below. Also, right now, I have not created, of course, any other methods of creating a command block contraption in a video. So I would go ahead and say right now, if you need it right now, go ahead. IJA Minecraft has a video on how to create one manually. Kind of confusing, but also you could go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below asking for some help, and I will go ahead and create that as soon as I can get to it. Because of course I'm always having issues with finding enough things to cover. So anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.